If you have ever lived in an apartment building, you know the universal nightmare, the mysterious neighbor who seems to drill into concrete at 7 a.m. every weekend. In Russia, instead of calling the police, people often fight back with dark humor and a passive-aggressive notice. Today, we are reading an authentic, hilarious wanted notice posted in a residential hallway. By the end of this video, you will learn how to describe a person's habits, how active participles works in Russian, how to express cause and purpose, and how to bargain in informal Russian. Let's read the text line by line. The heading is разыскивается. Разыскивается. Wanted. Line 1. Сосед сверху, включающий дрель в 7 утра по выходным. Upstairs neighbor who turns on a drill at 7 a.m. on weekends. Line 2. Особые приметы. Distinctive features. Не отвечает на звонки в домофон. Does not answer intercom calls. Но музыку слушает громко каждый вечер. But listens to music loudly every evening. Line 3. Особо ценится информация о том, зачем ему дрель уже 3-й месяц подряд. Information about why he needs a drill for a 3rd month in a row is especially appreciated. Sign off on a word за информацию банка варенья. For information, a jar of jam. Look at how much storytelling and a passive-aggressive sarcasm is packed into 4 short lines. Let's break down vocabulary and the grammar secrets behind this notice. Let's unpack the key terms first. This notice combines official polite jargon with funny everyday concepts. First, разыскивается. This is a passive form of a verb разыскивать, to search for, to hunt for. It literally means is being sought and is the exact official word used on police wanted posters in Russia. The second is сосед сверху, upstairs neighbor. If you want to say downstairs neighbor, it's сосед снизу. Third is особые приметы, distinctive features or identifying marks. Another classic police term used here for comedic effect. Fourth is домофон, intercom systems and the entrance of a Russian apartment building. The fifth is третий месяц подряд, 3 months in a row. The word подряд means consecutively or in a row. Sixth, банка варенья, a jar of jam. Offerings of a homemade jam, a legendary cultural trope in Slavic humor. Now, let's look at the grammar mechanics. The active participle. Включающий. Look at the phrase сосед, включающий дрель. Instead of saying the neighbor who turns on the drill, сосед, который включает, Russian condenses 2 words into one participle. Включающий, turn on, who turns on. It comes from включать plus the active participle suffix ющ. Purpose and reason зачем. Информация о том, зачем ему дрель. The word зачем asks for a purpose or reason behind an action. What for? The author is generally asking for what possible reason does he need to drill every day. Reward preposition за plus accusative. За информацию банка варенья. When offering something in exchange for something else, Russian uses за plus the accusative case. За информацию, in exchange for information. And now let's test your reading comprehension. I have 2 questions for you based on this humorous notice. Try to answer them out loud. Question number 1. Чем занимается сосед по выходным? What does a neighbor do on the weekends? Right. Включает дрель в 7 утра. He turns on a drill at 7 a.m. Question number 2. Что предлагает за информацию? What is offered in exchange for information? Right. Банку варенья. A jar of jam. Did you get both answers right? It's an excellent work. So, what I want to tell you, reading informal posters like this is a great way to understand real Russian humor, police-style vocabulary, and how native speakers describe everyday frustrations. If you want to practice this lesson further, check out this week's Patreon pack. I've included a complete PDF worksheet with an expanded guide on active participles, extra exercises on cause and purpose sentences, and an audio track where I read this notice at a clear, native speed. Link is in the description box right below this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, do you have a noisy neighbor in a building? See you next time. Пока!